Something is changing in the rural indigenous Maya communities in the southeastern Mexican state of the Yucatan, which includes the area known as the Zona Maicera, or the corn-growing zone. The weakening of traditional Maya food cultures and production systems represents a major challenge to strengthening food security in the region. Traditional food and production cultures are threatened by various factors including changing values and cultural influences in the face of modernization, migration to urban centers in search for work and modern services, and industrial approaches to food and agriculture systems, which promote the use of green revolution technologies. The move away from using traditional farming systems is leading to food insecurity. For generations, the Mayas have lived within the tropical environment, guided by a cosmovision or worldview in which they are an integral part of nature, not separate from it. Their extensive knowledge allows them not only to successfully work within and respect natural cycles, such as cycles of rainfall, but also to manage and guide the forest to exploit and build upon natural rhythms, such as in swidden agriculture, in which the productive health of a forest system can be improved by allowing land to remain fallow. Local traditional knowledge is increasingly replaced by Western approaches to education, diet, healthcare, and economic systems. With these changes, there is a corresponding loss of pride and appreciation for traditional livelihoods, values, and practices, which may have been in better harmony with nature.
Y algo fundamental es que la gente joven ya no tiene la observación que tenían los abuelos, la observación del tiempo del primer mes de año de enero, que es el sol CAN. Si fuéramos capaces de regresar a observar, podríamos adaptarnos mejor nuestros ciclos productivos de acuerdo a lo que nos dice el mismo tiempo.
The Food and Agriculture Organization has stated that indigenous peoples are disproportionately impacted by environmental degradation, political economic marginalization, and development activities that negatively impact their ecosystems, livelihoods, cultural heritage, and nutritional status. Communities in the Zona Maicera, which for generations have been self-sufficient, are now classified as highly marginalized. Agricultural practices and lifestyles are quickly changing, as evidenced from the introduction of GMO seeds, chemical fertilizers, to changes in construction techniques and materials for building homes.
Las problemáticas principales de la producción en esta zona sur de Yucatán está la pérdida de los valores en primera instancia, pondría valores tradicionales de cómo trabajar la milpa. El segundo es los productos que los programas gubernamentales han implementado, que son paquetes tecnológicos y que convierta la milpa en monocultivo.
As local communities accept their marginalized status, youth find it difficult to value a livelihood based on subsistence agriculture and also have few resources available to them to help foment economic opportunities in their communities of origin.
El tener poca diversidad de producción hace que la gente migre buscando dinero fresco para gastos que hace unos 30, 40 años no teníamos, como es el celular, como es los productos chatarras, los refrescos, que son cosas que no nos hacen falta para tener una buena alimentación, pero que se implica por los medios de comunicación que van bombardeando, nos crean esas necesidades que no son tan necesarias.
The W.K. Kellogg Foundation is committed to food security in the Yucatan by supporting research to better understand the problem and find solutions that work. In 2011, the Kellogg Foundation commissioned the Community Agroecology Network and the Intercultural Maya University of Quintana Roo to perform a participatory diagnostic study in 22 communities in 13 municipalities in Yucatan State. A team of researchers and students from the university worked with community leaders, farmers, and families to penetrate the issues of availability and access to food, local agriculture production, and, importantly, how food is used and consumed.
Mi participación en el proyecto me gustó bastante, ya que en la realización de las encuestas pude conocer varias personas de diferentes comunidades. Lo que pude percibir fue de que las personas aún les interesa trabajar lo que es el cultivo del campo, consumir, todavía consumen y conservan sus tradiciones sobre el cultivo del maíz.
We are at a turning point for the Mayan pueblos to either enhance their thousands of years old farming system or to completely lose their local means of production. The study team and participating communities worked together to identify local practices that promote sustainability, emphasize a traditional diversity of crops, and value local knowledge and ecological integrity. This participatory approach developed a set of strategies that can enhance community food security in indigenous communities in the region through use of traditional practices. As there are few economic alternatives in rural communities for income generation, families are highly dependent on government programs to help offset the cost for food, transportation, and costs for schooling. About 34% of families don't have a balanced diet. The overall tendency is that people are not eating fruits and vegetables, but are eating more processed foods and soda. Interestingly enough, obesity, not undernutrition, is the growing trend in the Yucatan. The loss of traditional knowledge around food preparation, preservation, and consumption is growing.
Antes los antiguos, más antiguos de acá, pues consumen más de la comida así, tipo maya, como el ciclipato, que brazo de reina, la chaya y el frijol, pues se preparan bastante así variados. Pues ahorita yo veo que ya están dejando, ahorita ya hay muchos ya dejaron de consumir, de preparar, que lo coman ya. Ahorita mayormente lo que como es mucha persona cuando ya quiere preparar su comida es carne y todas esas cosas así que no son de los que consumen los antiguos.
The study concluded with the team sharing the results of the study with community members and envisioning with them key areas for action to move towards food security. Many opportunities were identified. Agroecology is the key to preserving traditional food crop diversity on farms, which is critical to food security and to the preservation of local food cultures. If a family is growing 30 different food plants, they will not only have a more diverse diet and source for income, but will also be more resilient in times of drought or extreme weather. If a family is using the best methods of soil conservation, they will be able to farm and make a living for much longer than if they had applied chemicals that actually deplete the soil in the long run. Farmers producing their own seeds ensures a constant and accessible supply of seeds at the local level, and also makes certain that the varieties are suited to the local environment.
Las alternativas para las otras problemáticas pues dependen más de la conciencia de la comunidad, de la conciencia crítica de la comunidad, para poder defender la diversidad de la milpa y decir no a los monocultivos.
Interculturality is a tool to combine science with traditional knowledge to create a stronger set of knowledge and practices. Strategies such as combining agroecological science with traditional Maya knowledge on food production, or nutrition science with indigenous food preparation, or modern markets and technologies with traditional ones, will foster food security for rural communities in the Yucatan. Young people are the key to the success of the above strategies. They are the future. They will be the ones to keep Maya culture alive by becoming the conduit between their communities and the world, through promoting the food they produce and revaluing the food they eat. Now is the time to act.